let's go to William. Good evening, William.
Hello, is that Ian?
Yes, it is, William.
Hello, Ian. I rang up, Ian. I was watching the show on YouTube, and but it kept cutting out. So I thought it should be a better stream. But I'm walking home, Ian. I was just on the district line, eastbound, and I can be quite loud at the minute, but I'm going to get home in a minute, so I'll have to whisper, because it's quite late and I don't want to wake anyone up. But it's all right. So I wondered, Ian, what was your thoughts on pub theatre? Because I've just been to a pub theatre, and it was all right, but a friend of mine produced it. But she wasn't producing. She was production managing, which is different. But I was watching it, and I was sitting in the back row because I was with a husband, and I hope he's not listening. But he's quite antisocial, so he was. I don't know. This might be just me and my brain just overanalyzing things, but we were sitting in the back row with. She's Russian, by the way, and a friend of hers was visiting from Russia. She's here for 6 days. I won't give her name away, but she was there as well. But she forced me to sit in between her the project production manager's husband and herself. So, you know, I was like a rock in a hard place. No, hang on. Between a rock and a hard place. And,
why don't you blow your nose?
I haven't got a tissue, Ian.
Okay.
So I'll be home in a minute, and then I'll have a tissue, but I'll have to whisper.
Okay. I'm struggling to work out what my part in this call is.
I just wondered what your thoughts were on pub theatre.
No, you didn't.
I did. Well, I'll be. Well.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You didn't. You didn't wonder. You don't care.
Well, no. I'll be honest, Ian. I wanted to talk to you about something, and that is the first thing that I could think of.
Okay. But
I'm a first-time caller.
Okay, William. And how do you think this first-time call is going?
I'm guessing not that well.
Okay. Do you have a cold?
It is cold. I'm on the back end of a cold.
Okay. You're giving me nothing to work with here, William. Okay.
I'm sorry.
You're just going to keep sniffing, are you? Is that what is that the joke? I'm struggling to see the joke. If you're just going to keep sniffing, if that's the joke, then you sniff away, buddy. Go ahead. If that's the gag.
I'll stop. If it makes, I won't sniff anymore. I promise.
So what have you really done tonight?
I honestly, I just wanted to talk to someone.
What have you really done tonight?
That is what I've done.
Okay, what was the play called?
It was something to do with change. It was all about money. I think the play was called Change.
Okay.
My favourite, there was a bag of sand.
Okay. Dude. I mean, I don't know what the gag is. I don't get it. But whatever it is, it's not worked.
It's not a gag. I wanted to talk to you.
But then talk to me about something that you want to talk about. Don't keep doing comedy sniffing and talking nonsense. What do you want to talk about?
What about if that's not tugging you. What about trains that don't go the full distance? Like if you're on the district line and you want to go to Upminster, but it only goes to Barking. That really gets my goat.
Does it really?
Yeah.
That's okay. Here's the thing. If you stop sniffing,
Sorry.
and if you just wanted to chat, then I would happily chat to you, man. I would happily chat to you. But here's the thing. My bullshit detector is it's a classic model, and there are newer models out there. Of course there are, but mine is classic, and it is never let me down. And it's just I don't think you're called William. I don't think you.
Oh, that's a bit harsh, Ian. I am called William.
I don't believe you are, mate.
I won't. I remembered. I'm live on. I won't swear.
Okay.
I am called William. Most of my friends call me Will.
I don't believe you.
Called William.
I don't believe you.
What?
And this is the thing: when you come on and lie, then
I'm not
if you
lying.
come on
Ian,
if
because
you
I've
come
heard
on,
you do
William,
this before. I've heard you do this before.
William, if I'm talking, they can't hear you, right?
Sorry.
If you come on and tell one lie, which you have done, then I have to question everything that you say. Because I can't trust you. And this show only works because of the trust that the callers have in me and the trust that I place in the callers. And I haven't bought a word of what you've said.
I'm a bit put out by that, Ian.
No, you're not. You're not.
I am. No,
You're not,
seriously,
though.
I am.
You're not, though. You're not put out by it.
Oh, God.
Maybe you're a bit tipsy. Maybe you're a bit high. I don't know. But you thought
no, I won't lie about that. I am tipsy.
I know you are, and you thought you'd phone up and have a laugh, and that's great. But phoning up talk some rubbish about Russians and theatres and trains that don't go to Upminster. What do you really want to talk about, dude?
Hang on. I am inside. I'm going to go into the larder.
Into the larder. His house is set in 1956.
No, it's good. My mum's just had it done up. She calls it the utility room.
Okay.
But we're not allowed in there. But I think she's asleep. Sorry, I know I sniffed. I didn't mean. Would you like? Oh, I know what we could talk about. How about I'm a vegan, and I know you're not vegetarian anymore.
Yeah.
But I've recently realised because my mum's cousin, which would make him, I guess, my second cousin. He's like a nutritionist, and my uncle, he had pancreatic cancer, and he died in, I'm going to say 24th of October, and my mum was she was into, I think, it's like a psychological thing. She was into like getting a quick fix, so she was trying to improve his diet. But the thing we're into at the minute, because I've been vegan for a while, and she's. Where
are you going, dude? Listen, it's a great story you're spinning here. Where is this going? Because I've given you about 5 minutes of radio time, and I've got people lined up to go to, and I'm really hoping. Listen. When I'm talking, they can't hear you. I'm really hoping that you can turn this around and salvage it, and you can't. And instead, you're just being rude. But worse than that, you're being boring. That's the greatest crime that you are committing. Forget the rudeness. It's the dullness is the thing that is hurting me.
I don't know what to say to you, Ian. I've not been. I don't feel like I've been rude, but if that's how you feel,
you've been sniffing. You've been sniffing constantly. That's rude. Yeah, that's ill-mannered.
I don't think that's rude.
It is. I'm telling you now. Unless you're Japanese, it's rude. In this culture, it's rude, and you know that, William. And I find drunk people so boring, man. So boring. And you are perfectly displaying why I find them boring, because they think they are funnier than me and they think they are cleverer than me. And you are most definitely neither of those things.
I was just bored. I wanted to.
And now we're all bored.
Well, then hang up then.
No, because I'm giving you... I've really tried to give you the benefit of the doubt. And I've been willing for you to prove me wrong. And you've not. And you've just bored everyone for 7 minutes.
Well, it's your show, Ian. I don't know where to go with this. I've got some new, they're not drawers. They're like cupboards in the utility room. But I know it's not interesting.
It's not interesting. So why mention it?
I don't know. I'm just trying to...
I'll tell you what's more interesting. I'll tell you what's more interesting is just the silence and us imagining you in your mum's new utility room. That's more interesting. Come on. Did you say something, Ian? Now that was much more interesting. That last 2.5 minutes was much more interesting than the first 7 minutes of your phone call.
Well, I was on hold for 9. I think how I feel. It's all right, I've warmed up now.
Good lad. Thanks for calling.
Thank you, Ian.
Good night.
Bye.
Join me, Iain Lee, for interesting conversations you don't usually hear on the radio.
Week Monday, I get shoes.
Dolly Parton, I listen to a record all day long.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on talkRADIO.
That was the most profoundly upsetting call I've ever heard in my life.